on the way to school. To introduce myself, my name's Cameron Madison. I'm going to be a senior this year. To preface it, I'm 17 years old, and I drive a 2002 Corvette Z06. This is my first vlog, I guess you could say. If you guys out there have better tips and whatnot to make these kind of vlogs, then by all means, please help me, give me some advice. The first thing I'm noticing about it is, that was downshift to third, saw people slowing down. The first thing I notice about it is that it's a little bit difficult to multitask. I mean, as far as in drive a standard and be in traffic and talk and film at the same time. Okay, first of all, I want to talk about how I enjoy the car on a daily basis. I stress this a lot with this car just because people compare this 2002 C5 generation a lot to the Viper around that time, and I'd say it's a good comparison because they're similar performance-wise. I mean, that's my opinion. Some people will think otherwise, but I need to get over here. But compared to the Viper on a day-to-day basis, I would definitely say that this is a much better choice. Things I'd say about how this car is a decent daily driver. I wouldn't say it's a great daily driver. It's a decent daily driver. Like, if you want to have two cars, but you want to drive this one a good amount, you're gonna want to drive it a good amount. Like, I have my 2002 Infiniti, which was my first car, and I still have that. But I find that I want to drive this more when it's nice out, just because it's such an easy car to drive. It's easy to drive, it's easy to maintain, it's just an easy-going car, and I'm a laid-back person. That's partly why I bought something. Like, I take care of it and whatnot, I clean it, and I just did an oil change yesterday with Mobil 1 5-weight 30, new K&N oil filter and whatnot. I don't want something like an Evo. My friend just got a fully built Evo, and it's a great car and whatnot. I respect Evos, I respect Subarus, I respect all the four-cylinder game, the turbo game. That's great and all, but the stress, and I remember what Evan Shanks talked about. He stressed the fact that I have a little bit of OCD, and his OCD with his Subaru just made him bounce off the walls. I originally wanted an Evo before I was searching for a car, like really searching for a car, and then I came to realize that the maintenance and whatnot was going to be so take up so much of my time and my free time that I just didn't want to deal with it. So I ended up getting this, and that's just because this was a good deal at the time. Modifications that came with this car when I bought it from a used car dealership in Addison were the Dynatech long tube headers, and I particularly bought this specific one because it had the modifications that were done to it. Everything that was done to it was professionally done, and the parts are the expensive ones. Like, they make headers for this car that are $600 or $700, I should say, not $600, $700 or $800, and they're good headers, they're decent, but they just don't last like the ceramic coated Dynatechs, or Cooks, I should say. The Cooks are really good as well. This had the full exhaust, high flow cats, Orla stingers, I guess is what they call it, axle backs, and I really like how it sounds. As you can probably hear, it has a little bit of drone. I hope you can hear me over. I'm driving like pretty normal, calm and collective on my way to school, and it's a nice drive. Like, it doesn't annoy me. Like, sometimes if you hit a certain RPM on the highway, it gets a little louder, but I never really commute to the point where I need oh, that was a nice S4 over there. I never really commute to the point where I get on the highway sometimes, but when I'm on the highway, it's a short trip, and I like revving it out anyway. But I mean, when you are cruising at 75, 80 miles an hour, and you find that sweet spot in 6th gear, it's pretty quiet, around 1900 RPMs. The other thing I have to mention about the car, the gas mileage. On the highway, it's great. In the city, not so much. I can tell you right now, I'm averaging 12.5 miles to the gallon. Partly because it's stop and go traffic, and I live in Dallas, Texas. So everything is really stop and go. All the lights and stop signs and whatnot. But other than that, other than the poor fuel economy, it's honestly like I always get above 200 miles of a tank, like 250. It doesn't hold a whole lot of gas. It holds like 15, 16 gallons of gas, excuse me. Well, guys, I'm almost to school now. I'm going to be doing future videos about this car. People that really inspired me to start making these videos were Street Speed 717, Evan Shanks, that dude in blue. I actually started following that dude in blue before he had 20,000 subscribers. So I've seen his channel grow to the point where it just inspired me to make something like this. Like, if they can do it, I know I can do it. So I'm gonna go out there and give it my best shot at the video editing and you know, getting better at doing these vlogs. So I'm at school now, and I will see you guys hopefully this Friday. See ya.